One rocket exploded on a launch pad in Florida. 7 major outlets covered it. And the very first sentence each one chose to write tells you almost everything about how that newsroom sees the world. The BBC opened with this: the rocket bursting into a massive ball of fire engulfing the area, pure spectacle. The New York Times opened by telling you the rocket was to carry 48 satellites into space and that all personnel have been accounted for. Same explosion. One outlet showed you the fire, the other counted the cargo and checked for survivors. This is AI command app Media Lens. Here's what actually happened. On Thursday night, Blue Origin, the space company founded by Jeff Bezos, was running an engine firing test on its New Glenn rocket at Cape Canaveral. During that test, the rocket exploded on the pad. The blast lit up the night sky and was felt in nearby neighborhoods. The rocket had been scheduled to carry 48 satellites into orbit the following week. Blue Origin said all of its personnel were safe. Those are the facts everyone agreed on. Watch what they did with them. Start with the verb. Most outlets, the Wall Street Journal, PBS, NPR, ABC, the BBC, all chose the same word: explodes. The New York Times went with blows up. Slightly more visceral, slightly more casual. A small choice, but it sets a louder tone before you read a single detail. Now the lead. The BBC's US edition led entirely with the image: a massive ball of fire engulfing the area. No payload, no context, just the visual. PBS and NPR went sensory and local. The blast was shaking nearby homes and briefly painting the sky orange. That puts you on the ground, in the neighborhood, feeling it. ABC stayed the most procedural of all. Careful attribution, the company said, minimal drama. And the Wall Street Journal opened with a single word: watch. A video-first headline built for a click, not a paragraph. Then there's the question of whose name appears. The New York Times, PBS, and NPR all wrote a rocket belonging to Jeff Bezos. The BBC, ABC, and the Journal mostly left Bezos out of the opening and kept it corporate. Blue Origin. Naming the billionaire owner personalizes a failure. Leaving him out keeps it a company story. Both are defensible. Neither is neutral. So what does this tell you? If you only read the BBC, this was a spectacular fireball. If you only read the Times, it was a setback for a Bezos venture that was about to launch 48 satellites, but everyone walked away safe. If you only watched the Journal's clip, it was a 10-second moment of drama. None of them lied. Each one just decided what mattered first: the flames, the cargo, the safety, the owner, or the click. And whichever one you read becomes the version you remember. That's the whole point of reading more than one. The fire was real. So were the 48 satellites. You just had to pick the right outlet to find out about each. That's today's Media Lens. We do this every day. Same stories, different lenses. Subscribe and hit the bell. See you tonight at 6 for the next one.